In this video, we are going to be looking at least square estimator. That is how we can use least square, formula which we derived in our previous video to solve, some economical question. Now, if you look at this, now you look at the table here. Now we have y and x, and we are asked to find b naught and b1. That is the objective. Now we have two different formulas here. You look at b naught here, then look at b1. But if you look at the b naught here, you see that we have two different formulas. This is a formula and this is another formula. This formula that you're seeing here is gotten from sample observation. Sample observation. And this formula here is from derivation of variables. This one is also sample observation and this is derivation of variable. In our previous video, what we did, we used sample observation. We derived this in our previous video. Now we are going to be using derivation of variable. Derivation of the variable. We are going to be using derivation of the variable in this case. Now let's quickly start. Now because of time, let's start. So now to answer this question, now please always tabulate first. So let's tabulate here. Okay. We have our y and x, y. Then we have our x. This is the number here. Now, number 1, I have y to the 69, and the corresponding x is 9. Then, number 2, I have y to the 76, corresponding x is 16. Number 3, I have y to the what? 72, corresponding x is 6. Number 4, I have y to the 76, corresponding y is a 10. Then the last one, number 5, I have my y to the what? 57, yes, correct, you're right. 57, and my corresponding s, and you tell me that is now, of course, 9. Now, we are going to be using this formula to fix our table, But mind you, you have to use b1 first. You have to solve for b1, because if you look at b0 very well, you see that you have b1 and b0. That is why you need to solve b1 first, so that you can just substitute here. Now solving b1, now we need x, small letter x. This is small letter x. It's different from when we are using capital letter. In the sample observation, the first formula, that is when you use capital letter. But in this case, you must use, for this derivation of variable, you must use small letter x and small letter y. Now to get our small letter x and small letter y, we need to get our mean. Now, let's just write like this. Our small letter x is our x minus by x. That is mean of x. And to get the small letter y, the same thing, we should have what? Okay, what's going to be formula? Look at this. To get x by x minus by, to get x minus by x. To get y now, okay, good. That is y minus by y. Yes, that's correct. Then we need something x. Okay, what again? We also need x squared. That is small letter x squared. Yes. And what do we need? Can you just tell me? What do we need again? What do we need? Good. Thank you. XY is XY. We need XY. That is X times Y. Now, quickly, let's, because of time. Look at this, the table. Whatever we want to do here, we must first find our small x. And small x, we need our mean. Yes, and we are not doing mean. Quickly get your mean of x. Add up this. It's going to give you 50. Sum will give you 50. Divided by the number of, we have the number here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how to find mean. It's going to be 10. So, by x is 10. So it's going to be x here now, 9 minus mean, which is 10. It's going to give us what? Minus 1. So, this is minus 1. Again, 16 minus mean, which is 10. That will give us 6. 6 minus mean, that is minus 10. That's going to be minus 4. 10 minus 10, that is 0. 9 minus 10, that's going to be 9 minus 10, that's going to be minus 1. For the y, again, we come back to y. Y now. Y, you need by y. To get by y, add up all of this, is going to give you, what is that? By y. By y over number 5, that's going to give us 70. Your mean here should be 70. By y should be 70. So if your by y is 70, it means that we are going to say 69 minus 70, that's going to be minus 1. 76 minus 70, that's going to be 6. 72 minus 70, that's going to be 2. 76 minus 70, that's going to be 6. 57 minus 7, that's going to be minus 3. Quickly, then x squared, this small letter x. X squared makes x times x, which is minus 1 times minus 1, 1. 6 times 6, 36. What again? Minus 4 times minus 4, that will be 16. 0 times 0 is 0. Minus 1 times minus 1, that's going to be 1. The x and y, x and y, x and y. Minus 1 times minus 1, that's going to give you 1. 6 times 6, that's going to be 36. Minus 4 times 2, that's going to give you minus 8. 0 times 6, that's going to be 0. Minus 1 times minus 3, you see I'm using x and y, that was going to be 3. So if you sum this one together, what are you going to have? You're going to have 32, the sum. Confirm, please. That's going to be 32. And when you do this, the x squared should give us 54. The x squared, you don't have time, please. The x squared should give us 54. The x squared should give us 54. Then I think we are good to go now. So we can simply write now our v1 equals summation xy. Summation xy now is 32 over summation x squared, 54. So it's going to be what? 0.592. That's your v1. That's your v1. Now, quickly now. So let's use our b naught. B naught. By y, what's the by y? Which is 70. 70 minus b1. What's our b1? b1 is 0.592. I put it in brackets so I won't make mistake of sign. Then x. Oh, this is mean place by x, which is 10. So our b naught equals 70. This minus times plus minus. Then that is minus 0.592 times 10. That's going to be minus what? 5.92. Then what's going to be final answer? B naught. What's our B naught? That will going to be 70 minus 5. 70 minus 5, that's going to be 65. 65. Can somebody help me with that? Please help me with that. I need someone to help me with that. So that's going to be 64.8. 64.8. 64.808. That's going to be our B naught. That's all. We are done with this. We are done. So don't forget our y. The real y is going to be B naught. Don't forget our estimated value. B naught plus B1 x. So if you want to get this one now, just insert this one will now be B naught 64.08 plus B1. Insert your B1. What's your B1? 0.592 times what? Times x. Now, any x you want to find the value. If the question says, what is the y, estimated y when x is 16, just put your 16 here. If the question says, what is the y when x is 9, just put your 9 here. So you get a final answer, that's all. Please subscribe and get more of our video. Then in the next video, we are going to present to you R squared. That's coefficient of correlation. Please subscribe.